Hey everybody, we're very excited about this week. We got a big video for you guys discussing the ever important return of Rec Rap. That's right. Gang War is coming and Rec Rap is here also. So get excited. Everyone's favorite character from Dark Web is making a big comeback.
Yeah. Never have you seen a spider person with so much teeth through their mask.
Yeah. Is the costume just part of his
I
body?
literally think it's part of his body.
Okay.
I think that's the joke, is that it's literally just his skin. He just reshaped himself.
Nice.
Hey guys, welcome to the Cosmic Panel, where we're going to be discussing our weekly polls for November 8th. Exciting week, new week. As you obviously heard, Rec Rap is coming into town, coming into a closet near you. Hopefully he will scare you and your children at nighttime. Anyway, Elias, what's your first pick?
My first pick for this week is going to be the brand new Punisher #1. Brought to us by David Papose and Dave Wachter. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. We have a different man taking up the mantle of Punisher, which I'm pretty excited for. I think this is going to be a fresh start. This is going to be a new angle for the Punisher. If you read last volume, you know that Frank is just in Weird World doing his thing there and seemingly doesn't have any plans of coming back. But I'm very curious to get to know this new character here, and very excited to read this brand new Punisher book.
Yeah, but yeah, no, genuinely, I'm actually really excited. Should be fun. I mean, David Papose is a very good writer, and if anyone's gonna give Punisher a kind of soft reboot, I trusted him.
Yeah, for sure. What is your first pick for this week?
So my first pick for this week is Phantom Road #6. We're starting the new story arc for Phantom Road. I'm actually really excited to see where this story is going to go, because last we left off, Birdie and Dom were just kind of driving, and they were told, hey, you have to deliver this thing. If you don't, you get sent to this weird other dimension. And if you don't deliver it quick enough, you're going to get trapped there eventually forever. And everyone calls it the Phantom Road. And basically, these two people who have never met each other have to basically drive halfway across the country to literally deliver this weird rock thing that is causing these weird white monsters to come after them. And now they have the FBI after them, and it's getting pretty crazy, because now they accidentally brought one of the monsters to the human world when they killed it, and now it's basically the FBI's like, what the fuck is this? So, a weird story. Jeff Lemire just building out this weird, strange stories about delivery people and this weird Phantom Road, but it's pretty cool.
Word, very nice.
What's next for you?
Next up for me is the end of one of Marvel's current miniseries, and that is Marvel Unleashed. This is the fourth and final issue. I was definitely impressed by this series. It's too bad it's so short, but Marvel has definitely been keeping miniseries to 4 issues when they can. But I think overall, the series has been a lot of fun. The art has been surprisingly, very solid. I really enjoy the coloring and the inking on this book too. I think it really adds a level of legitimateness to this book. And yeah, Kyle Stark's gonna wrap it up. Definitely a little nervous for the end of this. Sad to see it go, but yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just realized I did not read issue #3.
Well, good thing I was very general with my statements.
Yeah, I could tell.
I didn't know that, but yeah, this is it.
Yeah. Next up for me is Gods issue #2. Had my mind blown during Comic-Con when I realized this was an ongoing and not a mini. But basically, first issue started off strong. A lot of people compared it to Sandman, and I don't really see that much. I think I see more of a John Constantine Hellblazer type of vibe to it. But it is building out the Marvel universe in a way that's really, really exciting. Plus, a lot of interesting new ideas and abilities and things that we're getting to see. So, Jonathan Hickman's really building out this new world. Win is a pretty fun character, and I did like Aiko and like Doctor Strange was written phenomenally. He was very fun to read. But yeah, I got to see how this goes because the first issue started off pretty strong. I went in with reservations, started off pretty strong, but honestly, I'm just interested to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I read issue 1 just now. Like between the intro of the video and just now, I read it. Quick read, light read. No, but seriously, this is a book that I think Marvel needs right now. People will quickly and have at this point forgotten about Marvel's vast cosmic, universe. There's huge heavy hitters that don't get used anymore, and Hickman is kind of bringing those characters back to us through the lens of some new characters that he's creating. So, issue 1 felt very grand, and rightfully so. It was a blast, a really fun adventure. Of course, Valerio Schitti's art elevated it incredibly. And yeah, very curious to see how this is going to continue. And yeah, very solid.
What do you think about the twist when Win dropped the book on purpose?
Yeah,
that was actually a really good twist. I was not expecting that. And I was like, okay, that's cool.
No, it was great. Clever, very clever stuff. Clever storytelling tactics. Everyone charging head first into battle, and Win just taking the back road.
I love that Doctor Strange also was just he was like what, he was like the one that rallied all of them, and then he was like, okay, I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna work behind the scenes real quick to solve this.
Yeah, but yeah, very interesting series. Has a lot of potential for sure.
Yeah, glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it definitely took me a while to muster up the strength to read it.
No, that's why I realized while I was like about to do this, I was like, wait, did you read it?
Yeah, no, I wanted to just make the joke that I just read it real quick just now. But yeah, all right, this is only $4.99, so it's definitely going to stay at $4.99. There's no below that.
The price jump has now happened at Marvel.
Well, it's for new titles, for new books.
Yeah,
that's how they're bringing it in. So
Yikes.
They'll slowly start ending stuff and then starting a new series so that they can hike the price up.
A gajillion more She-Hulk #1s, even though we will not change the creative team whatsoever.
Yeah, and in fact, Punisher #1's $5.99, which is rough. Marvel, mighty Marvel. Hey man, I'll pay an
Marvel
extra $1.
Money, man.
Can you increase the quality of your paper stock? Thanks, appreciate it. Next up for me is going to be X-Men Red #17. The beginning of last week's X-Men issue has me excited for the return of Apocalypse. I'm hoping that he has recruited Sunfire to be one of his new heralds. I would kind of enjoy that. I love me some Sunfire, and that has been a saga a long time coming. But yeah, Ensaba Nur has stepped foot onto Araco during this civil war, and I'm very curious to see what he has to say.
Yeah, I love the title Apocalypse now. Many references with that single phrase. But yeah, no, Apocalypse is going to be, I think, the ender of the conflict, really. He's really been built up. We've had enough time of him being a good guy, and I'm kind of excited to see him go fuck it, kill everyone and everything. But yeah, and Apocalypse is just one of those characters where like you love to see him steal the show, even when he doesn't mean to. And I definitely feel like he's probably going to steal this issue.
Definitely. And I'm excited to see him back on the page, especially because now there's a fake white hot room version of him in Immortal. Um, so yeah, excited to read this issue.
Yeah.
What is up next for you?
Next up for me is Transformers number 2. First issue started off really strong. You know it started off strong when Optimus Prime suplexed Starscream. The fact I even had to say that in a sentence is insane. But yeah, Transformers. It directly picked up where Void Rivals left off, where he literally just came to Earth and was like, "Shit, I'm sorry, I'm late," and he started rebooting everyone. But I like the fact that like we now have a reason for why Bumblebee's probably not going to have his voice box. We have a way for later Autobots and Decepticons to be introduced through the machine and being rebuilt. But as a starter, very very good start. I really did enjoy the humans. Out of everything, I think I enjoyed the humans most of all, which is funny because like usually that's not the case of a Transformers book or movie or anything like that. But Spike was a very fun character, and Carly was also very entertaining.
If there's anything I can trust Jenny Warren Johnson to do, it's to build relatable human characters. So definitely think he excelled in that. And I did enjoy this first issue, but I will say I'm kind of surprised it wasn't more beginner friendly, based on a lot of the stuff, like the looks and stuff. It feels like you kind of have to have already been a Transformers fan going into this. This is not new looks for them. This is kind of like the 90s older looks for the characters, and just it very much felt in media race, which is nice, but again, I just don't think it was super beginner friendly. But I'm very curious to
Yeah,
see how it continues, and to see. I'm sure it'll do a little. It'll be a little bit more slower paced in the second issue, is what I'm kind of guessing.
yeah. I think the reason why is you're supposed to kind of feel as like I guess
Disoriented
riled.
as the human characters.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Sure.
But at the same time, I also do completely understand that comment because yeah, you still have to. It's still a first issue. You still have to make the Autobots and Decepticons interesting enough to the point where they can last more than like multiple issues. So
Yeah. For me, it was just like based on the characters that they chose from the Decepticons and Autobots. You would benefit from knowing those characters
yeah.
beforehand. That's all.
Also, Starscream is. I honestly I really didn't expect to see blood at all.
Yeah.
So Starscream just popping someone was pretty nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Very curious to see how this continues for sure.
What's next for you?
Next up for me is a number one that looks very interesting, and that is Thanos number one, the return of the Mad Titan. Um, I love when Thanos gets a solo book, but I really enjoy Christopher Cantwell, and this is going to be uh, what I think is going to be a flashback series, or like kind of a lost history kind of series, but I'm not sure. But he's going up against the Illuminati, who in the I'm gonna forget what year it is, but in the original Illuminati book, each of them had a gem to guard, an infinity gem to guard, and Thanos is here to collect. So very curious about this series. Christopher Cantwell writes great dialogue, writes a great villain. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what this series holds.
Yeah, no. Thanos versus the Illuminati is definitely one of those things where I'm interested to see who will win. To be honest, because it depends really on the lineup of the Illuminati at the time, but also it really depends also how strong, like which version of Thanos we're talking about, and yeah, no, I'm genuinely very excited because I mean Thanos returning to Earth at all is is a cause for concern.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just very curious what era this is gonna take place in. That'll be interesting to find out. But yeah, excited about this book. What is next up for you?
Next up for me, I have Zawa plus the Belly of the Beast. Number one, indie book by Boom Studios, which it seems like they're renaming themselves to Boombox, and I kind of love that.
No, that's boomboxes for younger kids content, basically.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So
Well,
basically, you're a big baby.
well, call me a child because, honestly, the summary for this and the art by Michael Dialinus is very good. It's very very interesting. It gives me a little bit of Chroma vibes with the story, at least, where it's going to be very much nature based, and this one person is going to be kind of separated from society because they're different. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this is going to go because the art for Michael Dialinus art is very very colorful, very interesting, and I'm really excited to see how abstract and weird he's going to get with this book.
What I like about this is the top comment on League of Comic Geeks is, anyone know if this is going to be good?
Yes. Let us discuss the
bro,
book
what?
before it comes out.
Just read the book. Anyone know if it's going to be good? How would it? It's so annoying. Yeah, I don't know what to expect, but the art looks very, very interesting, so I'm curious.
Yeah. And what's your final pick?
My final pick for this week is going to be X-Force number 46. If you can believe it, X-Force has been running for, I think, the longest out of all the Krakoan Age stuff. I mean, uninterrupted.
Definitely.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but uninterrupted. X-Men has had 2 volumes in the Krakoan era, but X-Force just chugging along.
Yeah, since 2019.
Yeah. So this is a big issue I'm very excited to read because we are getting the resolution of Mikhail versus Colossus. So this has been a very cool arc that I'm excited to finally get, a resolution to.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely very excited. Because after this arc, I really don't know what they're gonna do. Because
I think we may very well see a lot of ongoing X books ending, coming before the fall of the house and the rise of power. So
yeah, very excited.
Yeah. That brings us to you, Lucas. What is your top pick for this week?
So my top pick for this week is Birds of Prey number 3. Issue 2 really, really built on issue 1 in all the best ways. We have the team now, and each of them went on like a little solo adventure to get the stuff settled before they went on this trip to Themyscira. And yeah, no, I really did enjoy it. We got characterization with each single character. But at the same time, we also got basically reasons for why each character was recruited. And Harley was very fun. Harley especially was very fun because she got to show off that because she used to be a villain, she can call in favors. And I love the fact that she called in Killer Croc.
You mean King Shark?
Yeah, King Shark. Sorry, my mistake.
Wow, top pick of the week and doesn't even know characters. Crazy. Yeah, this has been a very cool book so far, very fun book. I like that everyone's prep time took them to the same place. They all reached through the veil of reality and met up in this kind of magical town. Yeah, I'm very excited to read this next issue. They're finally making the trek to Themyscira, and looks like they're going to encounter Diana. So, excited for this issue.
Kind of surprised that we're seeing Diana, because with the current Wonder Woman book, she's not on Themyscira. That's like the whole point. So I'm wondering how much this is going to tie in.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a bit of a clickbait cover, honestly, because there's plenty other Themyscirans for them to encounter.
Yeah.
But also,
I mean, there's other Wonder Woman you could use.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also going to be interesting to see who they do include, because Amazon's attack has a lot of heavy hitters stuck in America right now. So
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, support your local comic shop, and read comics. Bye bye.